Hi, this is Cheryl Davis. I created a question and answer sheet the other day. My focus was my source directives was to create some information for people that don't really know who the creator is, the creator slash God slash source slash daddy. And throughout this, I will call him source, the one that's created every thing and everyone in the universe. Just wanted to share some quick information so people can have a little bit more clarity. Anyone attempting to get closer to him to help to understand his love, and also for ones who are still on the fence whether they're deciding to choose the light or to choose dark. So my intention is for this to get out to those people that need a little bit of help. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is if you actually really know who Source is. Source is 100% love. He's created us all. We came here full of love. And anyone that gets separated from Source for whatever reason, the further you go away from him, the further you're away from love. So the closer you are to him, the more you feel his love and the more you feel love. So anyone that's in major pain, major anger, just low vibrational emotions, that's when you're not feeling love and you're feeling more low vibrations, which is what darkness is. It's low vibrations versus high vibrations, highest vibration being love. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. So Source created all of us. He's given us wishes, desires, goals, what our heart wants, what our heart is aching for. You have all of these things because he created you. And listening to him and following him is, to me, the best way to be and the best thing to do, which is also called Source directives, because Source has a greater perspective. He has a greater vision, not only for your life and what he wants for your life, but also how he can help get you to be the best version of yourself, as well as what you need to go through to be the best version of yourself. So he will give you all of your heart desires in his perfect timing. However, the most important thing that he wants is your love. Daddy is Source is number one in my life, hands down, with number two being Smarty. Smarty is son of Source, Sananda Galactic. He was here. Yeshua, Jesus was not his name, but Yeshua. And my number three is my guy in my life, that my Source chosen partner, so that I met 3 months ago telepathically. So they are the most important, because my Source chosen partner is actually in my heart. So is Source, so is Smarty. So when you have a combination of all of that, father, son, and then your, partner, it's a combination of just beautiful love. And then it helps you be in love, receiving love from them. You're in the love vibration, and then you're just shooting out love to everyone around you. So the earth is ascending. This is where our new reality is going. We are in the love vibration now and just eliminating low vibrations and all of those negative, anything that's a negative energy, low energy vibe, anger, frustration, all that's being eliminated. And it's all being replaced by the highest vibration of love and service to one another. In the kingdom, the new reality is here. It's being rolled out through us. So that's an example of who Source is. If anyone didn't really understand or never really knew that Source is all love, he's created all. He's created the light. He's created the dark. He loves us all. So anyone can come to the light. Anyone. So I just wanted to make that very clear. Anyone can come to the light. Anyone can have a relationship with Daddy. How do you feel his love? One thing I do is I will literally say, Daddy, I want to open my heart. So you set your attention to opening your heart and say, Daddy, I want to feel your love. Source, I want to feel your love. I want you to give me love. And just open your heart and ask him to help you open your heart. There's times that I want to give him a hug, and I've been hugging him a lot lately, continuously. I'm still hugging him now. And so I'll say, Daddy, I'd like to give you a hug. And I open my heart and shoot out love and hugs to him. And then I ask him to feel it and for him to return it. So it's like a continuous hugging and loving back and forth, and it expands your heart. You can take a few deep breaths and you can feel it in your heart expand, and then it expands throughout your entire body, and it's absolutely beautiful. And it's not just you, but it's all around you then, and your vibrations expand into anyone that you're connecting with. And you're healing people, you're helping people, you're spreading love. Love is the most, again, it's the most beautiful feeling in the world. How do you, let's see, connect with Daddy on a regular basis? Well, you have to get a relationship going with him first for hearing him. If you don't, there's different measures that Smarty has through his Telegram on how he has a Jedi training. He also has Smarty methods on how to connect with Daddy. He has holograms, frequencies, products, methods on how to get a closer, true connection with Source. You don't need anyone between you and him, strictly just you and him, where you're hearing from him, you're communicating with him, and then you're talking to him, he's hearing you back and forth, and you're feeling his love. It's a two-way street. So it's all continuous love at all times. Now, there's a difference between following his will and him guiding your life versus your will. So his will is also called source directives, God's will or source directives. And that's when you're letting him guide your path and guide your day and guide your life. When this happens, you're in alignment with what he wants for you, which is what he's placed in your heart. So you're living in a happier life of peace, joy, and harmony, knowing that he is in charge, and it's much happier and more, it's a continuous building in the right direction, versus if you're choosing your own free will and your own choices. To me, that's just allowing you to make mistakes and to get off track, because again, Source created you, and with that, he is the one that put desires and wants in your heart. So a lot of people believe that if you let Source run your life, you can't have all that you want, and that's not true. He wants you to have what's in your heart. However, he wants you to have him as number one, be it in the love vibration, but he also wants you to love one another. He wants you to serve one another, meaning help one another, heal one another, make their life better. Smarty always says the best way to get what you want is to help others get what they want. So have you ever heard, it's better to give than to receive? And you do it with the most purest intention. You give to people, give love to Daddy out of pure intention, not expecting in return, even though you will get greater love in return, greater hugs in return, but you do it out of a pure heart and honesty and truth and love. And you do that for everyone. When I follow my source directives, oh my gosh, I literally have meetings with him every day. A morning one and a night one, to make sure I know what my source directives are for the day, whether it's doing something mostly personal, mostly helping another person, but it changes every day. My life has changed just by asking him these questions. When I first started using Smarty's methods, just to let you know, I never used a pendulum before. I had God, Source in my life, but it was never consistent, because I would think I would hear from him, but I'm not sure. Sometimes I knew I would. Sometimes I knew he wouldn't. I wouldn't. It was never consistent. It was never strong. And it wasn't good communication. So I entrusted faith and trust in Smarty's methods. He's never let me down. And I always wanted the type of relationship that Smarty had with Daddy, which was Daddy talks to him all day long. And Daddy Source will tell Smarty to do something and Smarty will jump and do it. And that's what I do now. With once in a while, I don't do it right when he says, and then there's repercussions for that. But 99.99% of the time, I do whatever he says at that moment. And he knows when is the best time to do anything. And he will tell you to do something. There's always a reason why he's telling you to do something, whether it's for you, for someone else. But he always has the best intention in mind. And he's not just helping you, he's helping others around you. He's helping you help others through you and vice versa. It's just a beautiful, amazing, elaborate plan that is so beautiful. I've had so many amazing, wonderful things and so many beautiful souls and people I've met in my life the last few years that have just completely changed my life. And I see how beautiful the world is now and where we're headed and what's being released to everyone. And I see the vision of literally heaven on earth and heaven on earth and the universe. So the dark are going away. Love reigns, always will. And we are going to live in a euphoric environment of love in the kingdom on earth and the universe. So that's just what's happening right now. And it's absolutely amazing to see so many events unfold, to see Source's plans. Some of his curveballs he shows are so spectacular, amazing surprises. And I reinforce for him to have beautiful blessings and surprises for everyone watching this, because he is so absolutely amazing. And anyone that doesn't know him, have the right information, thinks anything else about him, you do not have a real connection with him. You have not given it a shot. Maybe you've listened to the wrong person, you've read the wrong material, or you were in a bad place. Maybe you needed to unlock your heart. Maybe you needed to get over a traumatic experience, but I am here to tell you from my own personal experience, not looking at any type of religion or what anyone else has said, even Smarty. Smarty always says, go ask Daddy, learn it yourself. He wants you to experience it. And Smarty's 100% real, 100% true at all times. And I love that about him, where he wants you to do it yourself and learn it. And I'm so happy that's how he pushes us to be better and stronger, is to go deeper in Daddy and to learn and just love and serve one another, love and serve everything, receiving love at all times, staying in the love vibration at all times, helping others through love, serving others any way you can. And it's beautiful, because we are creating a wonderful world that way. Some of the other things, let's see, people have said to me, surrendering to Source. What are some of the benefits? He doesn't lie to you. He doesn't deceive you. He doesn't trick you. He doesn't control you, regardless of what I know some religious organizations try to say. That is not true. He wants you to be fulfilled. He is the one that will fulfill every heartache, every heartbreak, every void in your life through his love. So anyone that is experiencing any type of pain at all, you just need to go deeper in Daddy. Give him more love. Give him more hugs. Put on some music. Oh my gosh. You know what song I just put on this morning? It was Stevie Wonder. I put it on for Daddy. I'm about to cry right now because it was so beautiful. The Stevie Wonder song, I just called to say I love you, because this is the love that he has for all of us, whether we're of the light or whether we're of the dark. Because let me tell you, every single time the dark one evaporates, it breaks his heart. So anyone that is on the fence and they're thinking, oh, I don't think I can because I've done this or I've done that. This is between you and Daddy, and he and no one else. Your soul and Daddy is what it's all about. Your heart. Just open your heart, open your soul to Daddy, and he will show you his love. I'm going to do a tag and bag for the whole earth. Earth is my limitation, expanding it out to the whole entire universe, letting Smarty handle that, whatever's allowed there off planet. My limit is planet Earth, up to planet Earth. For everyone, every heart, every spirit, every soul, everything that's living, every type of energy, be open to Daddy's love. Sending you all a love source encounter. Done. Some of the other things real quick here is when you have a relationship with Daddy, you get cleared in your head, in your heart, in your emotions, in your life. I have had many be eliminated from my life because I wasn't in where Daddy wanted me to be. Once you're in alignment and your source directives, the right people come around in your life that have the same missions as you. They respect you. They appreciate you. They see your strengths. They support you, lift you up. You can actually have a great time. And you're all in like a big force, basically, moving through life together. Anyone that's in friction with you in any of this has like a timeout period. It could be permanent or it could be temporary. I've had some people leave my life temporarily and come back, and some so far it's been permanent. But I just trust Daddy. Daddy has source. He has the biggest picture of all. We are eternal. We have eternal life. So maybe it wasn't meant for them to be with you the rest of, whatever certain number of years, but we have eternal life. People that have left this life, many of them will be returning through the crystalline chambers, through source's approval, and Smarty rolling that out through whomever, himself or someone that's been assigned to the crystalline chambers. People think source will not allow extravagance. Not true. If you want a nice house, you can have a nice house. The bottom line is service over self and love others. Don't be greedy or have your ego. You need to surrender to Daddy. You need to surrender to source because it's better when he's in charge. He has a better plan than you. I don't care who you are or what your plan is. He has a better plan because he can see things clearly and he knows you. He knows you better than you know yourself. And another one that people have been saying to me was, when the Son of Source said in some of the religious books, drink my blood, eat my body. That's not what he said. It was all related to his energy. So that was actually satanic, and they did that on purpose just to make people question, but also to take a look at someone that's not really source. It was someone else, make you worship someone else. People that have had dating relationships, crazy relationships that just didn't work out. When you have the right one that source has chosen for you, it's going to be better than you've ever dreamt. This happened to me. I met mine telepathically 3 months ago. It's been absolutely amazing, more than I would have ever comprehended. If someone doesn't know how to turn to the light, all you have to do is say, source, creator, father of the light, I'm opening my heart. I want you to come into my heart. I give myself to you. I surrender to you, to your light, your love. Just take my life. I want you to lead my life. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to have free will. I want to follow you. That's all you need to do. And at that moment, you are a child of source, and the Son of Source will protect you then. You're protected then from the dark, and you are now of the light. And I give a cheers to anyone that has the courage to do that, that has. Many that have already know how beautiful Daddy is, but anyone that is on the fence, because I used to not always be as close to Daddy as what I am now. So I can sit here and tell you that when I wasn't as close to Daddy, I mean, I wasn't that far off from him. You know, I was always full of love, but I had a lot of pain in my heart, and I made a lot of really horrible decisions in just my life. I did some things right, but there were things in my life that were just not, I don't know, when you look at my path now, they just didn't make any sense. So I'm just letting you know from my own experience, I understand what it's like to not have your life in order and be under his will and his source directives entirely. And once it is, oh my gosh, it's such a huge relief. Your soul instantly, once you give your life to Daddy, your soul is at rest. It's like, finally, it's at peace. Up until then, your soul is just being torn into all these different directions because you're not making good choices. So these are all of the reasons I just wanted to share with you for people, again, that would need help making a decision. I'll post also at the bottom how to get Smarty's information. It's on Telegram. He has a Telegram called King Smarty. It's under Source Directives. He has a chat room, Source Directives 2. Holograms, many of them through Bublup. That's under Source Directives 2. Thousands and thousands of testimonies on his methods and products and how to help people is on there. And he has many of his trainings under YouTube, Source TV. So there's many more on here, all different types of healing. We have a healing and request group. He is a healing and request group. We have an animal healing, Amber Alert. So all of this is listed under Source Directives 2, but to get Smarty's info and to get connected to him, it's under Source Directives. So I just wanted, and all this information again will be posted underneath, but I just wanted to share all of this and say that Source absolutely loves you. And welcome to anyone else that is coming to the light. Love you all. Thank you.